As you can see, this fridge is very close to the wall, which makes it very difficult to open the door. It would make life a lot easier if the opening was on this side instead of that side. As you can see, the doors are quite reversible. There's a hand grip on that side there, as well as on this side. And even the top door, which is the freezer, has got a hand grip over there and one over there as well. If you open the door, you can see where the hinge is screwed into the fridge. If you look at the left-hand side of the fridge, you can see that there's a plastic covering here, which, if that comes off, you'll see the holes, and that's where the hinge can be screwed into. The only problem that I can foresee is that the bottom hinge seems to be screwed in from underneath the fridge, which means that the fridge has got to be turned upside down, which is a bit of a nuisance. The first thing I've got to do is empty the fridge, which should be quite fun. Now we'll take out the existing hinge. That comes out quite nicely. And the two bolts. That's the last bolt out, and now it just slides off. Now I can just take the whole door off. Now we just take the caps off. So it's 10mm. And that seems to come off quite nicely. Little gasket, metal gasket. Now we have to take out the top axle hinge. So there's a nut on the other side. So because the nut was put out from the other side, it seems that this whole thing here has to come off. All these little plastic tabs, because behind there are screws. So the plastic plugs are out, and I've got to undo all these little screws that hold the top on. So now I've moved the camera back a little bit so you can see exactly what I've done. There were all these little screws holding the lid on, so I've undone them and I can actually pull that lid back now. Located screws at the back. So after those three screws were undone, this actually comes off. So now I have to undo those bolts there and move that whole hinge to the top. This was the hinge that I took out the top. You can see it has got a threaded bar, threaded back. And this is actually where it fitted. It came through there with a nut on the back. So that bolt that's in the top there has to get taken out and put into the bottom. And the bottom bracket has to be put on the top. And now the hinge can be brought in from the other side. And now the top can be screwed back on. And now the front screws can be put in as well. Now we're going to replace the freezer door at the top. And then we will replace the bottom hinge, not forgetting the little metal gasket. That's the top hinge finished. Just put that little plastic cap back on. And now we'll start on the bottom door. And now we slide the bottom door onto that hinge. And now we fit the bottom hinge with its washer. And try and get these screws back in. So now that the fridge is back in place, you can actually see that if you're standing in the kitchen, you can just open the door from that side. There are the new hand grips. And now it's time to put everything back in the fridge. No, don't think so.